Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you went in there? Or have you been in the middle of telling a great story and suddenly the name of a person you've known for years just vanishes from your mind? It's a frustrating, sometimes even scary feeling. You might chuckle and say, "Oh, just another senior moment." But deep down, a little voice might whisper, "Is this it? Is this the beginning of the slide?" We're told that a little memory loss is just a normal part of getting older, that our brains, like old houses, are bound to have a few creaks and drafts. But what if that's not the whole story? What if much of what we call normal aging is actually the result of a hidden process, a silent fire that we can not only control, but can begin to put out starting tonight? The latest science is showing us something incredible. Our brains have a remarkable ability to repair themselves, to grow new connections, and even create new brain cells, no matter our age. It's a concept called neurogenesis, and it's not some futuristic fantasy. It's happening inside your head right now. The question is, are we helping it or hurting it? In this video, we're going to uncover a simple, powerful, and honestly delicious way to support your brain's natural healing process while you sleep. We're going to talk about a specific bedtime drink, a warm, comforting ritual that does more than just help you relax. It delivers a potent cocktail of nutrients that work overnight to strengthen your brain cells, reduce inflammation, and clear away the mental fog. We will break down exactly what goes into this drink, why each ingredient is a superhero for your brain, and how this simple nightly habit can help you feel sharper, clearer, and more confident as you age. It's not about magic pills or complicated diets. It's about using smarter strategies and understanding that growing older doesn't mean giving up. It means getting wiser about how we care for ourselves. Before we dive into this amazing recipe for a better brain, if you believe in taking control of your health and staying vibrant and independent for years to come, take a moment to subscribe to our channel and click that little bell for notifications. We share the kind of practical health wisdom that can make a real difference in your daily life. And I have a quick question for you, because I truly love knowing who is part of our community. Are you watching from the United States, from Canada, the UK, or somewhere else in the world? Let me know in the comments below. It's always so inspiring to see how far our message of healthy aging is reaching. All right, let's get into it. Imagine your brain is a bustling, vibrant city. Millions of tiny messengers, your neurons, are constantly firing, sending signals that control your thoughts, your memories, your movements. Over the years, this city faces challenges. Pollution, in the form of oxidative stress and inflammation, starts to clog the streets. Communication slows down. This is what we feel as brain fog, slow recall, or that frustrating tip of the tongue feeling. Our goal isn't to stop the city from aging. It's to hire the best cleanup crew and construction team in the world to work the night shift every single night. And that's exactly what this bedtime drink is designed to do. The foundation of our drink is a warm, comforting base. You can use a dairy-free milk like almond milk, coconut milk, or even just warm water. The warmth itself is soothing, signaling to your body that it's time to wind down, which is crucial for the brain's cleansing process that happens during deep sleep. But the real power comes from what we add to this warm liquid. Our first, and perhaps most important, ingredient is a golden spice that has been revered for thousands of years, not just for its flavor, but for its profound medicinal properties. I'm talking about turmeric. But specifically, we are interested in its active compound, a powerhouse called curcumin. Think of curcumin as the master firefighter for your brain. The silent fire we mentioned earlier is chronic inflammation. Scientists now believe that this low-grade, persistent inflammation is one of the primary drivers of almost every age-related disease, especially those affecting the brain. It's like having a constant smoldering campfire in your neural pathways. It doesn't burn everything down at once, but over years, it damages cells, disrupts communication, and contributes to that feeling of mental decline. Here's where curcumin works its magic. Studies have shown that it is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory compounds on the planet. But what's truly remarkable is its ability to cross the blood-brain barrier. This is a highly selective membrane that protects your brain from toxins and pathogens. It's like a very exclusive nightclub with a very tough bouncer. Many beneficial compounds just can't get in. But curcumin is on the VIP list. It gets past the bouncer and goes straight to work inside your brain, calming that inflammation at the source. It helps douse those tiny fires, allowing your brain cells to function without constant stress and damage. But that's not all. Research has also shown that curcumin can boost a critical growth hormone in the brain called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF. You can think of BDNF as a kind of fertilizer for your brain cells. It helps existing neurons survive, and it encourages the growth of new neurons and synapses. As we age, our levels of BDNF naturally decline, which is linked to memory impairment and a slower ability to learn new things. By increasing BDNF, curcumin is essentially helping to fertilize your brain's garden, promoting new growth and stronger connections. It's not just protecting your brain, it's actively helping it to rebuild and rejuvenate. Now, there's a crucial catch with curcumin. On its own, our body doesn't absorb it very well. It's like having a key to a treasure chest, but not being able to get it into the lock. Fortunately, nature has provided a simple, brilliant solution, and that is our second ingredient, a tiny pinch of black pepper. Black pepper contains a compound called piperine. Piperine is the key that unlocks curcumin's power. It dramatically enhances the absorption of curcumin by the body, by some estimates up to 2,000%. It's an incredible example of food synergy. So, whenever you use turmeric for its health benefits, you must add a little black pepper. Just a small pinch in our bedtime drink is all you need to make sure that golden Firefighter gets to where it's needed most. You're not just adding a spice, you're activating a powerful healing compound. So we have our anti-inflammatory base. What's next? Well, we need to address another major threat to our aging brains, unstable blood sugar. You may not think of yourself as having blood sugar issues, especially if you're not diabetic, but the typical American diet, full of refined carbohydrates and hidden sugars, sends most of us on a daily blood sugar roller coaster. When you eat something sugary, your blood sugar spikes, and then your body releases insulin to bring it back down. Over time, these constant spikes and crashes can be incredibly damaging to the delicate blood vessels in the brain and can contribute to insulin resistance, which is now being called type 3 diabetes by some researchers because of its strong link to Alzheimer's disease. This is where our third ingredient comes in, another wonderfully aromatic spice, cinnamon. Specifically, Ceylon cinnamon, if you can find it, as it's considered the true cinnamon and has lower levels of a compound called coumarin, which can be harmful in large doses. Cinnamon is a superstar when it comes to blood sugar regulation. It doesn't work like a drug. Instead, it has this amazing ability to slow the breakdown of carbohydrates in your digestive tract and improve your cell's sensitivity to insulin. Imagine your cells have little doors that let sugar in for energy. Insulin is the key to these doors. With insulin resistance, the locks get rusty. Cinnamon helps to polish those locks, making it easier for the keys to work and for sugar to get out of your bloodstream and into your cells where it belongs. By adding a half teaspoon of cinnamon to your bedtime drink, you're helping to stabilize your blood sugar levels overnight. This prevents those damaging spikes and crashes while you sleep, creating a much more stable and peaceful environment for your brain to do its repair work. Plus, cinnamon has its own potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, so it's working in harmony with the turmeric. It also adds a wonderful, comforting flavor that can help satisfy those late-night cravings for something sweet without actually adding sugar. It's a win-win. You're protecting your brain from sugar damage and enjoying a delicious, comforting flavor at the same time. I hope you're seeing how these simple, everyday ingredients can be combined to create something truly powerful. We're essentially making a synergy-rich tonic for the brain. And if you're finding this information valuable and eye-opening, do me a small favor and tap the like button. It's a simple click for you, but it tells YouTube that this is helpful content and it helps other seniors who are looking for this kind of information find our video. It truly helps us grow our community, and I appreciate it so much. Now, let's move on to our fourth ingredient, which adds a burst of fruity goodness and a flood of brain-protecting compounds. We're talking about blueberries. You've probably heard that blueberries are good for you, but you might not realize just how phenomenal they are for the aging brain. The deep blue and purple color of blueberries comes from compounds called anthocyanins. These are a type of flavonoid and a potent antioxidant. Let's go back to our city analogy for the brain. Oxidative stress is the pollution or rust that accumulates over time. It's caused by unstable molecules called free radicals, which are natural byproducts of our metabolism, but can also be increased by things like stress, poor diet, and environmental toxins. These free radicals bounce around inside our cells like tiny wrecking balls, damaging everything they touch, including DNA, proteins, and the fatty membranes of our brain cells. Antioxidants are the heroes that neutralize these free radicals. They are the cleanup crew that sweeps through the city and removes all the damaging pollution. Blueberries are one of the most antioxidant-rich foods on the planet. The anthocyanins they contain are particularly adept at crossing the blood-brain barrier and concentrating in the memory centers of the brain, like the hippocampus. Once there, they get to work protecting your neurons from oxidative damage. But they do more than just play defense. Studies, including some fascinating ones from Tufts University, have shown that regular consumption of blueberries can actually improve communication between brain cells. It's like they upgrade the city's telephone lines, making signals clearer and faster. Research in older adults has linked blueberry consumption to improved memory, better balance, and coordination. For our bedtime drink, you have a couple options. You can use a tablespoon of a high-quality, freeze-dried blueberry powder, which is very convenient and concentrated. Or you can even gently warm a small handful of frozen wild blueberries and stir them into your drink. Wild blueberries are typically smaller and have a higher concentration of these beneficial anthocyanins than their larger cultivated cousins. By adding this burst of blue, you are giving your brain a nightly deep clean, scrubbing away the cellular rust that has built up over the years and protecting it from future damage. So far, our brain-boosting drink is anti-inflammatory, it's a blood sugar stabilizer, and it's a powerful antioxidant. But we're missing one crucial building block. Your brain is the fattiest organ in your body. It's nearly 60% fat. But it's not just any fat. The structural integrity and function of your brain cells depend on a specific type of fat. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly one called DHA. Think of DHA as the premium high-quality bricks used to build the houses in your brain's city. If you start using cheap, flimsy materials like the unhealthy trans fats and processed vegetable oils found in so many packaged foods, the structures become weak and unstable. Communication breaks down. But when you provide a steady supply of high-quality DHA, you're giving your brain the exact material it needs to build strong, flexible, and efficient neurons. This is where our fifth ingredient comes in: walnuts. Walnuts are one of the only plant-based sources that contain a significant amount of the omega-3 fatty acid ALA, which the body can then convert into DHA. They are literally shaped like a tiny brain, a wonderful hint from nature about their benefits. The healthy fats in walnuts are crucial for maintaining the fluidity of your brain cell membranes, which is essential for those messengers to transmit signals effectively. They help keep the pathways clear and the communication sharp. Beyond their omega-3 content, walnuts are also packed with other brain-supportive nutrients like vitamin E, folate, and melatonin, which we'll talk about more in a moment. Studies have shown that a diet rich in walnuts is associated with better cognitive performance in older adults, including improvements in memory, concentration, and the speed at which you process information. For our drink, you can add this in a couple of ways. You could finely crush 1 or 2 walnuts and stir them in. They'll add a lovely texture. Or for a smoother drink, you could use a teaspoon of cold pressed walnut oil. It has a mild, nutty flavor and blends in perfectly. By incorporating this dose of healthy fat, you are literally providing the fundamental building blocks your brain needs to repair itself overnight. You're not just cleaning the city, you're actively reinforcing its foundations. It's a simple addition that makes a world of difference to the long-term health and structure of your brain. We've now built a powerful potion. We have the anti-inflammatory turmeric, the blood sugar regulating cinnamon, the antioxidant-rich blueberries, and the brain-building walnuts. But there's one final piece to this puzzle, and it's arguably the most important for a bedtime drink. It's the element that ensures your brain's cleanup crew actually has enough time and the right conditions to do its job. I'm talking about sleep. Deep restorative sleep is not just a time for your body to rest. It's when your brain performs its most critical maintenance tasks. During deep sleep, a remarkable process called the glymphatic system kicks into high gear. You can think of it as the brain's waste disposal system. While you're in deep sleep, your brain cells actually shrink slightly, which widens the channels between them. This allows cerebrospinal fluid to pump through and wash away metabolic waste products that have accumulated during the day, including toxic proteins like beta amyloid, which is famously associated with Alzheimer's disease. If you don't get enough quality deep sleep, this waste doesn't get cleared out effectively. It builds up night after night, contributing to that inflammation and oxidative stress we've been talking about. It's like the city's garbage collectors going on strike. The trash piles up, and soon the whole city starts to function poorly. So how can we ensure we get that deep restorative sleep? This leads us to our final and optional ingredient, which can be part of the drink's base. Instead of just plain warm water or almond milk, consider using warm tart cherry juice. Tart cherries are one of nature's best sources of melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. The melatonin you get from tart cherries isn't a synthetic high-dose supplement. It's a gentle, natural nudge that tells your body it's time to sleep. Studies have shown that drinking tart cherry juice can improve both sleep quality and sleep duration. It can help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. This gives your brain a wider window of opportunity for that crucial glymphatic cleanup. It also contains its own set of powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, which work alongside the turmeric and cinnamon. So by using tart cherry juice as your base, you're not just preparing your brain for bed, you're actively helping to initiate the very processes that will heal it overnight. Just make sure you get 100% pure tart cherry juice, not a sugary cocktail blend. So let's put it all together. Here is your recipe for the brain-strengthening bedtime drink. In a mug, you'll gently warm about a cup of your chosen liquid, whether that's unsweetened almond milk, water, or pure tart cherry juice. To that, you'll add 1/2 to 1 full teaspoon of organic turmeric powder, a small pinch of black pepper to activate it, a 1/2 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, a tablespoon of blueberry powder, or a small handful of warmed frozen blueberries, and either 1 or 2 crushed walnuts or a teaspoon of walnut oil. Stir it all together until it's warm and well blended. Then, the most important part, don't just chug it down. Make it a ritual. Find a quiet spot. Turn off the television, put away your phone, sip it slowly, feel the warmth spread through your body, take a few deep breaths. This isn't just about the nutrients. It's about signaling to your entire nervous system that the day is done and it's time to rest, repair, and rejuvenate. You are intentionally creating a moment of peace that prepares your mind and body for the healing work of sleep. To recap, this simple drink is doing so much for you. The turmeric and black pepper are fighting inflammation. The cinnamon is stabilizing your blood sugar. The blueberries are flooding your brain with protective antioxidants. The walnuts are providing essential fatty acids to rebuild brain cells. And the warm liquid, especially if it's tart cherry juice, is preparing you for the deep restorative sleep your brain desperately needs to clean and repair itself. It might feel a little strange to learn that these simple things from your kitchen pantry can have such a profound impact. But remember, your body has an innate wisdom. It's always trying to heal. Our job is simply to give it the right tools and get out of its way. This drink is one of those tools. It's a small, achievable change. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. You can start with this one simple, comforting ritual. And over time, these small steps add up. You might start to notice you feel a little sharper in the mornings, that names come to you a little quicker, that the mental fog you thought was just a part of aging begins to lift. I know that facing the challenges of getting older can be tough. There's a lot of fear and uncertainty. The worry about losing your memory, your independence, your very self is real and it is valid. But I want you to hold on to this truth. You are more powerful than you think. You are not a passive victim of the aging process. The choices you make every single day, every meal you eat, every habit you cultivate, are sending a message to your body and your brain. With this knowledge, you can start sending a message of healing, of strength, and of rejuvenation. It is never, ever too late to start making a change. Now, I would be fascinated to hear from you. Which of these ingredients surprised you the most? Do you already use any of these spices or foods for your health? Please share your thoughts and any questions you have in the comments section below. I do my best to read every comment because this isn't just a channel, it's a community, and we all have so much to learn from one another's experiences. If this video has given you a sense of hope or taught you something new, please give it a thumbs up. It means the world to me, and it helps spread this vital information to others who need to hear it. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. We have so much more to share about how to thrive, not just survive, in your golden years. And finally, if you're still with me and you are committed to taking charge of your brain health, just type the number 1 into the comments. It's a simple act, but it's an affirmation to yourself and to this community that you are ready to invest in your own well-being. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Stay curious, stay proactive, and remember, every single night,